good? My name's Taylor. We're gonna answer some slap questions. Here we go. Feedmeseymour, that's you. Did I really bust all those nuts in that sock? I did. I was in a bit of a celibate phase. Yeah, wasn't fucking, so I had to fuck the sock. How's Juan Mom Skateboards doing? My Aunt Liv is great. She's doing good. Maybe we'll make some merch soon. We'll see. Liv's a bit up in the air about it, but she's good. She loves all her nieces and nephews. She loves seeing the clips come in. It's awesome. Send her a clip. She'll probably post it. For someone who's unfamiliar, how would you describe Theories of Atlantis? Theories of Atlantis, I feel like it kind of floats around in this this ether of like not really one thing necessarily, like kind of like a bronze, like Theories does. They make more than just, it's not just t-shirts, it's like they do totes and wax and they make skateboards, and sure they make some shirts, but like bronze is like kind of floating in that thing too, so it's hard for me to really like say what it is. And also Josh doesn't really want to make it a thing necessarily, so other people can fuck with it. Like if you already ride for something, you can still wear a Theories t-shirt and have it not be like, but yeah, distributes all the good shit. Tell us about living in Milan for a few months. Any good stories? Yeah, I had a girlfriend at the time that got an internship working, and I was like, I want to go. She's like, yeah, for sure. She had employee housing, like everything was lined up. Stayed out there for a couple months, filmed the first video part, met everybody, and then came back, filmed another video part, and just like ever since then, been back and forth. Yeah. Shout out to the Chef family. Good people, good food, good spots, good skating. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing like too crazy. It's fun, man. Good place. I love it out there. A lot of people are going these days. What happened with you and Politic? Are they salty? I don't think they're salty. We just weren't seeing eye to eye on, I guess, the direction or something, or trying to make it grow a bit. So there was just like some behind the scenes shit that I wasn't really feeling, you know, had to make the call. There was talks of like when vacation skateboards was a thing, they wanted to focus their energy on the vacation. And I was like, vacation to me is the weaker brand of the two. On top of that, you took Spivey. Like David Clark should have wrote for Politic. Like all these things just weren't good moves, you know? So you take half the team to put them over here, and then the brand's kind of like fucking whatever, and then you bring everybody back when vacation's over. I was just like, it's too sloppy. That's a weird move. I don't know. I am fortunate and to have been a part of it. It was cool. I'm definitely stoked. Why were people on Slap speculating that you would go to Alien Workshop after Politic? Because who cares more about the workshop than a dude from Ohio? I fucking love the workshop. I employed a lot of my friends. Like a lot of my first skateboards growing up were workshop boards. It was our company. So like we had a little back and forth, but I guess the powers that be weren't feeling this as passionately as I was about trying to get on. So, you know, it's all good. Move forward. I think it should exist. I think it's good. I mean, there's just like how many of the old brands really, like even 20 years later, like shit is going to change. Skating's different. Like you can't expect anything to be the same as it was 20 years ago. Like Girl Chocolate, it's all different. It's all different shit. Like, so, you know, sure, it's in its different era of the workshop, but it's still the workshop to me, and I fucking love it. Graphics are good, you know, they didn't want me, so. Tat. Is it true Politic gets its board made from prison labor in Elmore, Alabama? I've heard that. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I would imagine it's true. I guess you give them a trade, you know, when you get out, like, yeah, you could go be a carpenter or something. It's cheap labor though. It's pretty shitty. Probably like 6 cents a boards for their books, like free labor, damn near. So, is it whack? No. Is it whack? Yeah. Like it's hard to really say. Who was more bummed, you or Jake Harris, when he spelled your name wrong, referencing your Beast Mom part? It was in the Atlantic Drift, but I wasn't bummed. It happens all the fucking time. But it was a cool way to like, for me and Colin to put it together. And like, that was kind of like, that trick was what kind of set off that part. So thank you, Jake Harris, for that shit. And I feel like it was like a good intro, like thrash apart with 2 intros. How did I chip my front tooth? I was trying to switch flip wall ride and just like didn't have it at all, and just like hit the ground, and like you get up and there's just like all this shit in your mouth. You're like, oh, for sure, like my shit has exploded. Like, you know, you're spitting out gravel and all this stuff. And then I saw it and it wasn't so bad. When you go to the dentist, they're like, okay, so like we're gonna like take your tooth out and we're gonna put in a fake one. Also, I was like, no, it's like, nah, I'm gonna keep it. And they're like, it's gonna rot out. And that was like 8-9 years ago, and it hasn't. Like, fine. Add some character, you know? Do I have a good Al Davis story? Did he ever raise enough money to develop his 35mm film? He was on the first trip that I went to Europe in Barcelona. I was with him, Marius, Austin Gillette for a day, Brendan Conroy, and a girl that he brought. I think he might have slapped Brendan on that trip or something crazy. It was like it was some weird shit. I don't remember. He's in SF these days. I haven't really seen him on and off getting hurt. It's kind of a bummer. I hope he does all right, you know? Ain't seen him a bit. We'll talk every once in a while. Yeah, I think, wasn't that when GoFundMe was like, if you didn't meet your goal, you just don't get the bread? So that's what happened. I think he like maybe upped whatever price it was maybe, and then like didn't reach the goal, so he didn't get any of the bread. So I think he's still sitting on all those rolls. But he's doing his thing with this. The fucking photos are awesome. Cousin Brand's cool. He's doing his thing, man. I love it. I used to sleep at his parents' house in Kentucky for a summer. Graduated high school and just lived at his parents' house in Newport. It's pretty ill. Is Ohio part of the East Coast? Nah, it's the Middle East. Midwest, Middle East. Like is Pittsburgh the East Coast? Is that an East Coast city? Philly's the East Coast city. Same state. It's more of an East Coast vibe than it is like in Iowa. So, you know, nah, it's Midwest. It's Midwest for sure. You dig said, what's the current sponsor situation? I'm 100% a free agent. I got nothing going. I get some wheels from Spitfire, shoes from Nike, fuck with theories, but that's the extent of it. Do I think Nick Bizario's beard is legit? Yeah, of course. He's one of the ones. He's probably like the only other bald head beard. You know? Yeah, of course it's legit. It looks good. Favorite spots in New York? I like Borough Hall. Good flat ground, nice flow of people, traffic, you know? I've been going out with Lurker Lou a lot, and we go and find these like lunch. It's something that these schools did in the 60s. It's like these waves, these concrete waves, and they have these small metal bars that go down them. Like, we'd go out and try to find those. I'll show you some photos. So those things are my favorite spots recently. They're few and far between. Like, sometimes you'll find a really good one. Most of the time they're shitty, unkept, like rusted out, trash. Who are my skate buddies in New York? I skate with Lurker Lou a lot. John Valenti, John Baragwanith, Josh Stewart, like anybody that's kind of affiliated with theories, like that's the crew. That's the crew. Silhouette. Does whatever you do on trips stay on trips? Because I keep hearing about Massage 666 and I'm intrigued. Listen, man, if you're ever in Budapest, go to Massage 666. It is fucking, it's amazing, man. You know, if you're all pent up from a trip, need a massage, nice little cork off, like, it's amazing. What the fuck? You're not worried about anything at Massage 666. It's lovely. I think her name was Kat. Go see Kat. It's lovely, man. Best pre-skate breakfast that's not human. On some cannibal shit? Easy, just some coffee. Start the day with coffee. I'm not really a breakfast guy. I'm a lunch guy. Light breakfast, big lunch, light dinner. You skate switch with the exact same posture you skate regular, which most people don't do. Do tricks most people would traditionally do regs switch and just overall look pretty fucking on point as far as stances go. Was it always a conscious focus of sorts in your skating or something more subconscious? When I got my first skateboard, I didn't really know what way to stand on it, so I kind of like, it didn't feel uncomfortable to stand goofy-footed just the same way it didn't feel uncomfortable to stand regular. So I was like, so to me, it's just been like this thing. And also the guy that I wanted to skate like as a kid, he learned everything switch before anything regular. Like he skated switch and nollie pretty much only. And I was like, this guy's he's incredible. Like he's the best skater in the world. Like how the fuck does it even work? So I've been trying to emulate everything that he did for years now. This guy named BT, yeah, just local JFK legend, skate park legend, like heckler. Why do you talk so much about eating ass when sources tell me you don't eat ass? Put some fucking respect on my name. Unacceptable. Yeah, I eat butt. I eat one butt these days. I got a girl these days, man. You enjoy clout, but sources tell me those close to you hate your meme posts. Please comment. Interesting. That is a heckler-ass question, isn't it? That's fine. You know, you could easily mute my story. Easy. It's totally cool with me, man. You're lost, because that shit is fucking gold. Weed 420. Any good Eric Barco stories? Eric Barco is the guy who owns Embassy Board Shop in Columbus, Ohio. And he's also the most reclusive human I've ever met. I don't know fucking anything about this guy. And I've known him since I was fucking 13. It's just like, he just is such a private guy. I don't know anything about him. So no, I don't have any good Eric Barco stories. Is it true you sold that nutsock on eBay to pay for a ticket to Area 51 to beat Alien Cheeks? That's confirmed. I'm going. Is it true Pillowcase Skateboards offer you $3,000 a month to turn you pro and you turned it down? Yeah. Wasn't enough money, man. They gotta come correct. You gotta cut that check. Who's winning in a fight, BT or Chaz McGee? BT is the guy I was just telling you about, the JFK legend. And also Chaz McGee is a fucking Columbus legend too. You ever heard of Dodge Skate Park? It's this old skate park on the west side. And it's just like this snake run into 3 separate bowls, and he lived in the projects right next to it. So he was there all the fucking time, and like he'd do all the flyouts. He could Christ there to flat, like front 540 to flat. He'd just do like all the flyouts to flat and shit. But BT's actually a boxer. He's a real fighter. Chaz McGee's a fucking crackhead. So like it'd actually be a good fight. I don't know. I feel probably BT, and he's my hero, so definitely BT. But crackheads are resilient, man, so I don't know. Victor Doom, how did you acquire such a strong meme game? They come to me. Just got to have the burner account and just follow like every fucking meme account, and they'll just show up. It's not like, probably spend an hour a day, like, on getting posts ready. It's so fucking fraud. There's some that I'll like, oh, this would be better if it looked like this, or if it said this. So a lot of the shit that I'll hard post on the Epically Tailored is shit that's OC that I made. But then like all the story shit, like most of it, no. Some of it, yeah, but I got Buddy Varial. That's like my new meme account. That shit's all OC. Yo, and to be clear, I set off Buddy Varial. I said it first. I said that shit first. There's some people out there saying like, yo, nah. I said Buddy Varial first, man. So that shit's mine. Was there ever a time where you had hair and clear shaved? Yeah. I was a teenager once. I had long hair down to here, longer than yours. I did all that shit, but not these days. I figured out my look. This is, I knew I was gonna have tattoos and a beard when I was a kid, when I was 12. So you're looking at the purest form of me. The 12-year-old me is like, damn, you're dope. Adam Abbas, have people ever mistook you for a Muslim? All the time. People be like, yeah, I get it often. It's kind of like, and in every fucking airport in Europe, I get stopped. It's always a random search, like, come here. Like, wasn't even random. Like, nah, I'm just the first person in line. Like, no, yo, so every fucking time, man, it's like, it's crazy. I'm just exploiting it for its looks, man. You know, it's pretty shitty, but, or not. Maybe it's just a bald head beard. Have you ever had any issues as a result of the bald head beard look? No, but, I mean, besides from the airport thing, like, if there's another bald head beard in the area, you'd be like, yo, nice beard, man. Be like, that was for your girl, man. I don't do this for you. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's pretty niche for a chick to like, but dudes fucking love it, man. More dudes are like, yo, that's what's up, man. Dude, thanks. I would look insane. With like the bald head, like clean face thing, like I couldn't pull it off, I don't think. Plus, like, now I have to run this thing forever. Now I'm in it. When did you start growing facial hair, and did you rock a scum stash? As soon as I could grow a beard, I started to put it together. But it was never like a shitty little thing. I kept it shaved. I kept shaving it because, you know, you're supposed to like shave it to help it grow. I don't know if that's real or not, but like as a kid, I would be like, nah, fuck no, I'm not gonna have it until it connects. And then finally it started to connect, and then it just had a facial hair for a long time. But this is like, I don't even trim it anymore. Like, I don't try to shape it up. It's like a perfectly manicured beard, like perfect. It would look fucking absurd. Don't even trim my shit anymore. Just wash and condition it. Please rate what's most important to women from most important to least. Eyes, money, tongue, height, intelligence, compassion, penis, fame, morals, teeth, humor, and hygiene. A lot of it's superficial, so I guess they would go height first. When does the penis come in? I feel like, it's like height, teeth, eyes. I don't know, but maybe these days they start with fame, penis. Penis and fame are always interchangeable, and then money comes quick, and they're not even worried about intelligence or humor. Hygiene, anybody would knock down some like dirty ass shit. I don't know. This is a good ass question. I have no real answer. What's the last good book you read? The Art of Happiness is a good one. The Dalai Lama and this psychiatrist have a conversation, and it's like, you should definitely check it out. And like, seriously, like, you could just turn to a page, read it, and be like, this guy is on some shit, man. Like, pure, just, he'll be sad for a second and then just break it apart. Be like, why am I feeling this way? And it's because of this. And then move on from it. Like, people love to sit and stew in this, like, this misery all the fucking time. It's like, dude, you can move on from it. It's like, it's fine to be sad, but like, you gotta move on from that shit. Like, and happiness, like, man, get that book. It's awesome. I feel like these days people need it more than ever. It's awesome. It's a really good fucking book. Supreme, cool or whack? Cool. OG skate shop in New York, man. Like, Bill Strobeck was there for all of like the early workshop shit. And like, what are you gonna do? The man's fucking record is untouched. Like, it's incredible. He's there for the best of everybody's career, and he really is the conduit to success. And he filmed, like, I love Cherry, I love Bless, man. What are you gonna do? Like, the shit is awesome. Can't hate it. But yeah, Supreme's tight, man. Ciota. Hey, what's your favorite graphic? I like the Cadillac Muscalade graphic. I always thought that shit was sick. Like, the whole wordplay, it's perfect, man. Like, current day, Theories is doing cool shit, man. But so is Magenta. Palace is making good shit. Like, a lot of people's doing good shit. Do I still work for that moving company? I don't. I basically hit the mover lottery. I work for a company that is in Tribeca that, like, we work in one building exclusively. So it's more production based but we have to move furniture all the same and shit. So there's an elevator, I don't gotta bring like couches up the 6th floor, like I gotta deal with, man. I don't work for that moving company, but shout out Lou Moves You. And if you're moving in New York City, you need to fuck with Lou Moves You. Period. Best crew, best dude, Lou's awesome. What's my worst tattoo? I didn't get any worse tattoos. I paid good money for this shit. People walk around with a bunch of shitty tattoos. Not me. Love your Spirit Quest part. Shalom. Thanks, Ciota. Something must break now. If I grow my facial hair, my skin gets all dry. Any tips to avoid this, beard man? It's wash and condition, man. Make sure you get like a nice conditioner. Hot water, get underneath there so I can like get the dry skin out. Luckily, my girl has got the hair care products. Like, she got the most fire shit, so my shit these days is looking better than ever. You don't need to get this beard specific shit. Personally, I don't think so. I think that's just like a marketing thing for them. Be like, oh, we'll sell some beard. Now we have a beard line. Jones, would you shave your beard for $175 cash? Can't say that I would. Can't say that I would. That little Debbie cake's looking nice. Cricket Club, any tips for my Wine Mom Skateboard Sponsor Me tape? Nope. Just send it over. Liv's gonna love it. Just send it over. She'd love to see your nephew, man. How many hours a day do you spend gathering memes? Thanks, by the way, they bring me joy. that makes me feel good because all I'm trying to do is make somebody laugh. Everyone, like, even if it's at my expense or whatever, like, even if temporarily you get out of, like, you just laugh for a second, it's cool. I'm doing my part. Probably spend like an hour a day. Your dunk game is quite strong. Your favorite dunk? Ray guns, homers, like all the 2002 shit, like the Supas, Genos, like Richard Molders, like all that shit. Man, yeah, I got some on right now. Like, yo, any, like, dunks, man. This might not be a popular opinion, but it's the most iconic skate shoe of all time. I don't, like, half cabs, okay, but there's not been, like, 900 of the half cab. There's, like, every flavor of dunk. Like, the eBay dunk is crazy. Yo, there's so many dunks. So the dunk's, like, most iconic skate shoe, to me personally. People might not be feeling that, but I don't care. But I do appreciate that my dunk game is quite strong. I wish I still had all my old shit, because I had Heinekens, I had all that shit. Like, but I skated them, you know? It's like, you worked hard to get this shoe, like, I'm gonna skate them. So I don't have any of them, it sucks. Soda Jerk. What psychedelic substance would you recommend watching Spirit Quest on? I've never done anything, so I don't know. I'm a pussy. I would imagine mushrooms, like microdose some mushrooms or something, would probably be fun. DMT, K2, fucking, I don't know. I don't know, try it, I don't know, shit. Every drug is probably a different experience watching a video, so fuck. Nah, skipped all that shit. I had a choice to make when I was young. Could have gone that path, but a lot of people did for me, and I see them now. I'm like, now I'm glad I didn't do that fucking shit. So, like, there's only a couple of us out there. I know Tyshawn's one of them, myself. I have heard that Gilbert is fully, like, never done drugs or drank, so that's what's up. Please make Wine Mom something I can spend money on. I gotta talk to Liv about that, man. She might be down. We'll see. It'd be funny. I'd skate a Live, Laugh, Love board. It's an untapped market, man. Hate. Have you noticed anyone ripping your memes off and claiming them as your own? I love Fat, Jewish, and Fuck Jerry. I've seen some meme accounts that are like, that randomly will have like 50,000 followers and it'll have my shit up. But it's like, it's a fucking meme. I don't put that much time and effort into them. But the OC shit, like, yeah, I'll post it and then somebody will like tag me and like, yo, they didn't even give you credit. Like, all right, well, you know, what is the gnarly Tinder story you've got? I don't know. Nothing like super crazy. It was part of my reason to go celibate for a year though. It's like, you fucking wasting my time. Like, I can't let you into my life anymore. So I was just like over females completely, just like wasting my time. But it's cool because you put all that energy back into other shit. So then I'd like put all that energy into skating and like been skating. I think it was more so like to just flex the like flirting muscle, you know? I love to flirt, man. It's like, I fucking love it. You know, like, what the fuck? And if the connection's not there, the connection's not there. Cuban Links. Besides the one used in your Spirit Quest part, what is your favorite TK quote? He's like, I like the one where he's eating noodles. He's like, you gotta take life serious, man. You get shot, you gotta take it like serious, man. It's like, and it's like oh God, it's so fucking good. And then with the bottle, like of Arizona tea, he fucking puts his ear up there. Yo, it's like, his off-board banter is fucking fantastic. I love it, man. Shout out TK, Shalom. Like, I fuck with TK, man, heavy. He'll never see this, but I fuck with TK. V.I. Lennon, how many living human buttholes have you seen in your life? At least 2, for sure. Living? A couple. Point and click. With Spirit Quest, did you ever feel like you didn't get what Colin was going for? In the moment, for sure. How the fuck can you even... I'm too simple to even really realize what's going on with what he's trying to explain. So in the moment, yeah, for sure. I'm just like, the 2-camera thing, the chameleon eyes, like, he put so much detail and love into this video. Like, it's like over people's heads, man. Like, and in this day and age, how fast videos come and go, like, it's fucking so far over people's heads. They won't understand it for like 10 years, probably. It'll rehash its like thing in 10 years, and people are like, holy shit, like, damn, what the fuck, man, that shit was crazy. Kind of like Pops' part in Fully Flared. Like, in the moment, I know what he was going for. It's like he was making the East Coast part in a fucking predominantly West Coast, like, over-teched out video. And maybe in the moment people were like, I don't really know about this. But fast forward to now, today, man, the part is amazing. It's one of his best parts. I love it. It's so good. So it'll get its love in 10 years for sure, probably. That's what I'm thinking. I fuck with Pops, man. We'll see him always in passing. I'll be in a car and like I'll see him, but never had a conversation with him. I know people that do conversate with him like pretty often, but nah, never a one-on-one. I'd like to meet him, but you know, maybe one day. On Instagram, how do you respond so quick, and how much negativity do you get? I respond quick because people took the time out of their day to even say something. So like, to reciprocate that for me is like let's have a conversation, let's talk, like whatever. So yeah, I'm on it. Like, I'll respond to you for sure. How much negativity do I get? I'll get some trolls every once in a while, but it's just like, you know, what the fuck. Like, I don't expect everybody to like everything I'm doing anyway, so it comes with the territory. Gay. What's it like being America's sexiest skate otter? I'm the only one, I guess. So it's dope. Life's fucking great. Matchu. What flat ground trick can't you do? I got all the flat ground tricks. I can do all of them. The fuck? The nerve of this guy. What's your favorite skate video and why? Fuck, there's so many good ones. I guess I was really into Sorry, the first one. Just like, it was just amazing. The music, the whole like Johnny Rotten thing I thought was cool. Like, kind of like the animations a little bit. You know, I was into it. It's probably floating around somewhere, but I did eventually get it. Because like when I was growing up, the videos, like the big brand name videos were kind of expensive. Yeah. So I had to get Logics. And you know, like all the what the fuck is this video type shit. So I didn't own Welcome to Hell. I didn't own Minikamati. Like, I had to get all the funny ass videos. So, but I did own Sorry. I saved up my lunch money for that shit. Definitely. What's the last video or part from the last year or so that you've watched more than twice? Isn't that crazy? That's where we're at. It's just like you watch it one time and forget about it forever. Anything Atlantic Drift that comes out, I'm watching twice. Like, as soon as it comes out, like, as soon as it's over, rewind that shit. Like, I'm watching that shit twice. Actually, nah, the Hops Cons thing was awesome. I love that shit. Jamal and Steve, like, I watched that shit twice. No, I watch it often. But there's like, I mean, it's just like old parts, like old static parts that I'll watch all the time and shit. Old Shire footage always gets me stoked. Old shit, but nothing new, really. Hey, bud. He knows what I did. My mom has a bee garden that I helped build in Oregon. So he knows, he's paying his respects. RCB3. Any strangers asked to touch your beard in public? Do you and other bearded men give a little what's up head nod while passing? Strangers don't really ask to touch it, but they acknowledge it. And then as far as the little like what's up head nod, there is like a little like respect thing, you know? However, I'm not really bald. I'm fake bald. So like when I'm on the train and there's like a balding man like in the car, like somewhere, he'll like look at me like, I have a full head of hair. It's just I do this by choice. Canadian suit. How has Tinder Elite been treating you? Not on Tinder these days, man. I got a girl. I'm good. I'm good money these days. Tote bag or backpack? I got a backpack right now, but totes for like when you're chilling with your little shorty. It's definitely not a good bag to skate with. It can't be efficient. Like, you gotta hold it in your arm like this. It can't be. I don't think it's an efficient bag to skate with. But I do fuck with a tote. I'm not mad at a tote. Do you have roommates? How do you afford to live in New York City? I live with my girl these days, so that's how I afford it. And I make some okay money doing what I do for work, so that's how I afford it. No vices really. I don't fucking smoke, drink. I don't party. Like, so that money's filtered into eating good, self-care, get massages, pedicures, manicures, all that shit, man. I haven't had a manicure in a bit, but like I could definitely use my cuticles. You can push my cuticles back. But yeah, pedicures all the time. You gotta take care of your feet, man, straight up. People think I don't know if people think it's weird, but a lot of skaters will be like, oh, I don't want to lose the callus on my foot. Like, it's not that's not it. Like, I don't want them to touch my feet. I'm scared of somebody see my feet. Like, dude, they fucking see diabetics and their feet are all swollen and like blisters, and they're like, yo, your feet are fine. Shut up. Go get your feet done. You'll be hyped. Get your toenails cut up all perfect. Like, there's no drag when you put your sock on. It's just like this fucking fluid. Oh my God, it is lovely. Straight up though, a real one. Very good at skateboarding, incredibly funny, and Park here. It's also another Instagram I have called Parking. Just like, it's all hand done, no parking signs, but in ways that are just like, you think you have this whole sidewalk, this whole like, this whole gate to draw on. So you do the no all big. P is big, A gets a little smaller than the R, and then the K, and then the ING, like it all just turns, it's like, it's the best. It's like some of the best like legal graffiti in New York City. Monkey McPott, do the Supreme team cool guy the rest of the New York skaters? I don't know, cool to me. So I can't speak for everybody, but they're doing their thing. Ever run into Pops? Do you have to cut the conversation short because he won't shut up? No, I want to meet Pops. And I would never tell him to shut up because I want to have a conversation with him just to see, like, I respect his process, man. So, like, any advice I could get from him, I'd love to hear it. So, how many Insta stories is too many? I guess when they become, instead of it's like a dash, it becomes the dots. Like, that's when it's too much. I only post twice, but 10 times per post. So 20 a day is like, you know, beard oil or beard balm. Neither. Just wash and condition it, cut the split ends, like you'll be good. Be alright, chilling. My name is not Jeff. How do I step up my Tinder game? It's all about the profile photo. You'd have to let me go through your profile photos and then I could either make them funny for you or like, yeah, we could tighten it up a bit. What was your first setup? It was the Chad Muska silhouette board, the red one, Destructo trucks, probably Spits or something like that. Big ass wheels, like 57s or 58s. They were big. The dude was like not trying to give me the board I wanted. The original board I wanted was that Peter Smolik board with like it was a cop, but he was a pig and he was getting decapitated or something crazy. I was like, I want that. Dude was like, nah. It's like, no, not for your first board. Like, nah, chill. So, behavioral guide. Did you pick the gorilla or was it assigned? The gorilla picks you. Every animal was kind of chosen, like, in the footage. Since Colin was so Spirit Quest minded, he found things that people did in their footage to be like, oh, that, like when Jimmy's hand turned into the ostrich, perfect, he's an ostrich. And like, then you start to see him skating, like, oh, he kind of moves similar, like he's fast, he's like doing all this shit. He's also a tiger in the video too. So the animals, like everybody's like, yo, I want to be a dope animal, like I want to be a fucking lion. Be like, you don't get to choose it, man, it chooses you. I'm so honored to have been a part of it. And it's like, fucking, it'll get its 10 years. In the time of like 4-minute edits, the fucking video is like 90 minutes long. It's a long ass video. And not only that, but the detail and the effort and like the skill it takes to make it look, because the video could have been whack. Could have been a shitty video. Straight up. It could have just been like skate clip, animal clip, skate clip. Like it could have just been stupid. But no, Colin, like, man, he put together a fucking masterpiece, man, straight up. The music, the skating, the spots, like, it's such a well-traveled video. It's not just a New York video. Japan, SF, like, man, it's amazing. It's such a good video, and I love it. He lives in Florida, kind of, but he's here now. I don't know if he's trying to move back. Like, he finally got married, so he's kind of trying to figure that shit out. And I know he's not out the game. He can't be out the game. He can't, like, Spirit Quest can't be the last thing he does. Like, he has to. I know Colin. Like, I know he just like did his thing and like kind of sat back, but like, he has to fucking. It can't be over. I'm not gonna let it be over. I'm gonna get Colin to do something else for real. I'm gonna get him to do some other shit. Any dunk colorway you wish you had, as in, what's the best one? My favorite dunk is like either of the Ray Guns. That's my favorite dunk. It's classic, like good looking shoe. Dylan had tricks in them. That was sick. Omar skated them a lot. And Kyrie Irving made it his basketball shoe. He made it a Kyrie whatever number in the Ray Gun colorway, and it's so fucking sick. I would be interested in purchasing a pair. I don't know how much they're going for. I don't know how much, like, if they even released. I don't know if it was like a friends and family thing, but the Kyrie Ray Guns are fucking pretty sick, man. Cincinnati, better beard, you or Rosario? We both got a good beard. Tuna, is Ohio really for lovers? Of course. We love everybody. Best skater to come from Ohio. We had some interesting ones. Dyrdek was an interesting one. Christian Svitak, Chad Knight, Justin Henry's doing his thing. He's the man. You could say Al, but he's really from Covington, Kentucky, but he holds down Cincinnati like as hard as anybody from Cincinnati does. Ed Kennedy is like, he's Al's cousin, lives in Portland now. He's like Gary Collins. He's from Indiana, but he like lives in Cincinnati. He's been doing like Kokomo Joe, like all them dudes. They just moved to Ohio at some point. There's this kid named Kendall Boyd who's like my favorite dude from Columbus. He's so ill. He's like, that's my favorite guy right now, Kendall. Is there such thing as too much ass? Can an ass be too big? No. Nope, not at all. The bigger the buns, the better. Assuming you actually eat ass, as it was rumored above that you don't, describe the best ass you've ever eaten. I'm gonna say it again. Put some fucking respect on my name. I eat all the buns. Except I only eat one buns these days. What's your favorite thing to put in a salad? Is that an ass eating joke? A tongue? Am I supposed to say a tongue? Okay, a tongue. Art Vandalay. What was filming for Spirit Quest like? Was it more orchestrated and planned out than other videos you've worked on? Like, for instance, were a lot of those transitions that were used, like your bald head becoming a concrete sphere, intentional during filming? Nah, because a lot of the cutscenes were, you kind of had to watch the footage and then see, and then watch like all the animal stuff to be like, okay, that's like, you put that together. But the bald head sphere thing, like, yeah, that shit, we had that line in SF already finished, and then we did, so yeah, it kind of was planned out a bit, like we got to do it, and I was a bit hesitant for the head thing, so I was like, again, not knowing, like, I knew what he was capable of, but I didn't know, like, the grandness of this thing, so I was like, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but all right, like, I trust you. So, and then sure enough, like, man, fucking the bald head, like, yo. What do you like to do outside of skateboarding? I just work a lot, really. I just try to stay busy with that. I work a lot, so I don't have to really figure out what I'm gonna do in the wintertime. Because, like, I get out every winter. I'm not, these New York winters are shitty, man. You know, it's fucking, it's just as hard as it is. It's just as hard as it is to skate in the summertime, in the wintertime. Like, this shit, like, it's nice right now, but yo, tomorrow's gonna be in the, like, in the mid 90s. Like, that's just as hard to skate in as it is when it's cold. So I don't know. When it's hot, I work a lot. When it's cold, I work a lot. So I can bang out and just go be abroad for however long. This last one was cool because I was turning 30. So I was in Los Angeles for the last 2 weeks of December. Then I went to Australia all January. Then Bangkok the first half of February. Portugal the other half. And then all March just drove around Spain. It was like the illest way to welcome in 30 ever. Like, I work hard for those moments. Like, all that work I did was so worth it, man. To live that shit, it was perfect. So we'll see. We're trying to put something together now. Probably do like kind of a similar route, like stay in Barcelona, Madrid, like maybe do that. Chuck Ramon, what's your take on the Harambe sitch? I think it's horrible that they had to shoot him. Like, is that really the fucking only choice? Like, they couldn't sedate him? It's fucked. Like, damn it, man. It sucks, man, you know? And that kid better fucking grow up and love gorillas, man, because I really don't think he was about to hurt him. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, but they weren't willing to risk it. So was Harambe gonna kill him? Was he just gonna like protect him for the time being? I don't know, it's hard to say. Did he need to die? Probably not. Definitely not. But, you know, animals pick up on that type of energy and shit. So if everybody's starting to scream, I'm sure he was, like, making moves that seemed, like, sketchy to the parents. But, like, how the fuck did the kid get in there? Like, was it the parents? I don't know. But that kid better fucking be some wildlife preserver or something. He, like, owes the animal kingdom something, because you can't just, like, you better be a fucking saint, man. They killed a gorilla for you. You better be a fucking saint, man. Which is better, night skating or day skating? Day skating. I can skate and I don't really like to, because I'm chilling about like 8:30, 9, 10. I'm like getting a little sleepy. I always want to lay on the couch and just chill. And you get to see like all the cracks and shit, like all the stuff you're gonna chip your tooth on or whatever. Night skating aesthetically looks sicker, and it's in New York City, best fucking city in the world for night skating, so they're both dope. They're both really dope. Any 1 foot down tricks you don't like? There's tricks that I did in Spirit Quest that I wouldn't do today. Like this, like the fast plant shit, or like the step hop over the barrier. I wouldn't do it today, but it made sense for Spirit Quest and like the shit that we were trying to do. Like the switch flip fast plant, like people weren't really, like people were doing them, but they just haven't done them switch yet. And I was like, okay, cool, like I'll step in and do that shit. And also, like, I think every video part shows where you're at mentally, physically in that era. Like, and plus, like, I already did that. I did it, like, and if I did it again, and then it's just like, okay, you're a fucking one-trick pony. So, I don't hate it. You know, I do think that, like, it already exists. So, like, what's the next thing that's gonna push it forward? And just like with skating, the way I look at skating now is like a lot of the things that there's like maybe cracks in the ground that you wouldn't skate the spot because of the crack, but like why not use the crack now to skate the spot? Or like there's a thing I did in Beastmon where I was like, I just like smashed my axles into the thing and did an ollie flip, and I did that because I can't regular frontside slappy, and I just kept fucking smashing my axles. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna turn it into something. So then I turned it into I mean, it's fucking stupid, but I mean, you got to take that risk. Not in the risk of like, well, that was dangerous, but risking like, I don't know about that move. It's like, it's so stupid, but you know, hey, fuck. It's just fourth eye skating, man, you know? TOA has nice decks. Are you involved in coming up with the board shapes or graphics, like the conspiracy stuff? Do you believe any of it? I'm not involved with any of the graphic stuff for TOA. Like every once in a while, Josh will ask me to like make a post for him or something, you know? But nothing, I don't do any of the graphics. And the conspiracy shit, I'm not heavy into it, but I always think that there's something to everything. Like at face value, there's what, the information that's given to you, but then like what's really going on. You know, there's always something to everything, but do I get lost in it? No. Snowman 600, what sort of price range do you look for in a decent pedicure? A mellow one, like 25, you tip them a 5, 30. If you want a beast one, you'll spend $40 and you'll get like, they'll rub your legs in this like nice salt stuff, man, and then they put your feet in this melted wax. Oh my God, they like get all the calluses, like all your fucking calluses off your feet and shit, man. Shit is lovely, man. Self-care. You gotta do it sometimes, man. That shit's awesome. I'll probably do it once a month. What's the strangest conversation you've had while skating said pedicure? Nothing too crazy. There's a language barrier there most of the time. Like Korean lady, we don't really have much to talk about, you know? There is a new Google like earpiece that translates shit that you're hearing in real time. So I'm curious to see, like they definitely talk shit all day. They're just heckling customers, but they, you know, none of us know Korean, so. To a Canadian suit, you skate switch a lot. Do you do yoga? I don't do yoga. I feel like walking to the spots or like walking in between spots is the stretch for me personally. I know some people do yoga, but they look a bit rigid when they skate these days. But I'm sure it helps, you know? But I don't do yoga. Double Steve Burger. Would you rather pee out a marble or poop out a softball? How did I consume the softball? And why didn't I cut it up into like nice little thin sauteable strips? Like, why did I eat a whole softball? I'm a bit confused. And if I consumed the marble all the same, would I pee it out? Or do I poop that out too? Probably the softball, you know? Thinly sliced over a nice bed of greens. It's a nice quinoa. Be lovely. Nice raspberry vinaigrette. TK or BAM? TK. Always. BAM. We had, it's not that I dislike BAM. I dislike the people trying to emulate BAM's thing. And I'm from Ohio, where people are like, oh, okay, so they're in like Westchester. It kind of looks similar. So they're like a bunch of like hillbillies doing that shit. There's some hillbillies around here, so they started like pushing people around in shopping carts and in the bushes and shit. And it was just like, you guys fucking are corny. But I would watch CKY for the skating and shit and get hyped. Like, people don't, I don't know if people know this, but BAM can really fucking skate. BAM's got some moves. That's like, he got an ill switchback tail, you know? He's got some moves, man. But it was definitely overshadowed by like, pay you $40 to fucking slice your dick hole with a piece of paper. Like, nah, I'm not with that shit at all. People think slap is like the worst thing to happen to skating. I don't necessarily agree with that. You do need a platform to like have all this shit posted and like, but then you just get to the ugly side of people, you know? Then they start hiding behind this like screen name or whatever, and like then you really start saying some shit. You're like, wow, that was like, oh my god, that was fucking rude. Damn. Diggy Don, big fan of your skating and memes. Do you have any good Lurker Lou stories? Yeah, kinda. He's just like, yo, I think people think he's a dick. He's not a dick. I think he just kept it real with himself. And you project that outwardly, and people, if you don't agree with it, he'll let you know, like, oh, you're fucking wrong, you know? Which is like kind of respectable, but at this, I love Lou, man. So I do remember a story where this kid, he was at the LES skate park, and this kid was like taunting him and shit, and like kind of like checking him, and like Lou let it slide for a little bit, and then like he says it again, and the kid's skating around. Lou takes his fucking shirt off, and he's chasing him around the skate park like, yo, fight me, I'll fuck you up right now. And the kid was like not gonna fight him, and it just like kept skating around and taunting him. It was like such a weird fucking moment, but I love Lou, man, you know? He's the man. He's right about a lot of things. Favorite food spot in New York? I cook a lot, so I don't really eat at restaurants too much, but there's good. A lot of good cuisine in New York City, man. I go to places that I wouldn't make the dish necessarily, like if I'm going to eat some ramen or some pho or something like that. So yeah, like a lot of Vietnamese like soups, Japanese soups, like sushi I'm not gonna make. It's like fire sushi around. So yeah, shit like that. How's your transition game? Dope. You ever get down on some quarter pipes? I feel like there's only really like a few tricks you need to know. Like you need to know how to like do the frontside 5-0, maybe like a pivot fakie. That's it. You only need to like maybe like a frontside ollie. Like, you know, there's not like, for somebody who doesn't skate transition, like you know how to drop in and you know how to fucking pivot fakie frontside 5-0. But if you're like really skating transition, then fucking there's tricks out there. I'm like, wow, that was fucking like all the cool like Carroll does this one where he like does a backside pivot to disaster and go in. He just like has all those cool like change up like board to hurricanes to like, those are the moves I respect. Like all those like old 90s like ledge tricks that they brought to quarter pipes is so fucking sick to me. When filming Spirit Quest, what was the craziest mission you went on to find the right spot to suit Colin's themes? They were doing, so when he was filming Tengu, they were doing all the rooftop shit, and I was like, I can't be here for this. I would just hate to be there for when something goes wrong. Like, you know, all the subway shit. It's like, no, I don't want any parts of this. Like, you guys are fucking lunatics, man. I love it, but you guys are fucking crazy, and I don't want any parts of it. So all that shit, I was just like, I can't do it. I can't sit here. Because I wasn't going to skate it. Even if I was there, I wasn't going to skate. So I would just have to sit there and take in everything and like think about all the fucking things that could go wrong. Like, what if a train came? What if we get arrested? Like, what if your board falls off the roof? Like, all of this shit I can't fucking sit around for. So I just when they were doing that shit, I was like, you guys, like, I'll meet up for the other shit. But this is like, I was there for a lot of the underwater shit. Like, anything to help out to try to make the things go smoother. So when Colin was like trying to figure out how to put the camera in the bag, like, I liked helping out with that type of shit. But nothing, like, Spirit Quest wasn't as crazy as Tengu was. And I feel like, again, people don't really know how sick Tengu is. 10 years, maybe people be like, oh fuck, like, this guy's been on some shit for a long time. Tengu was the only video premiere that I brought a girl to because it was more than a skate video. Like, when he premiered it here, you know, she takes a train, she's on rooftops. It's like more than a skate video to me, like, because she could relate. She could be like, oh fuck, these dudes are insane. And like, I was in the premiere, like, hands sweating, like fucking going nuts, and she was tripping out too. Hope to see your name on another board. Much love. Maybe. What up, Ralph? Switch flip back Smith. What the fuck, dude? Who you think's got the nicest backside Smiths out? Probably Dylan. Dylan had a really dope one. But now it's just like, it's such a, I love a backsmith, but it's such a photogenic trick that everybody was like, oh, I can get a photo of a backsmith. And it is a photogenic trick. The trick is really such like a cool, it's like a cool pose. Like, pretty much it's like a guaranteed good photo. So, you know, what's one of your favorite Spirit Quest parts? The whole video is just like, I mean, Vincent Tuzeri is like, I don't even know if people know that that's the same Vincent that's in Blessed. Like, I don't know if people ever put that together. I don't know if people know that he had a part in Spirit Quest. Man, his part in Spirit Quest is amazing. All his new shit is amazing. He's just like the most fluid skater. I said he should have been water in Spirit Quest, because like, if you've ever seen him skate in person, like, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. It's just like, he's so fluid. Man, it's like, probably Vince's part. Matt Town had a wonderful part. Chris Jones, fucking loved his part. It's like, Colin really just is like, he chose a great lineup, man, seriously. Did you ever play Nick Mysterio in a game of skate? I don't play games of skate, man. I always get hurt in games of skate. And he beat me, and it's not, I don't need that L. I already took his beard and bald head, so like, I don't need another L, man. Pale Light. What's the full story with you and Kato almost getting killed by a guy with a big pen? We were skating on the Upper East Side, and this restaurant hadn't set up its tables yet, and the restaurant sits on kind of a hill, so the deck they had was like this, and it dropped down to 3 different levels. And we just pulled up and like, weren't even really gonna skate it, but we just like started fucking around on it, ollied it onto it a couple times, just rode down. And the guy that came out so fucking hot. He just like grabbed Kato up, they started scrapping a bit, and then some employees must have seen it, and it was like some Greek restaurant, and like these fucking guys come out, they're like this, and it's like 23s built like this, and just like started grabbing everybody up. One guy had a duffel bag that he was, I don't know, shit was like weird. Anyways, the guy just like we start to like scrap a bit, and the guy grabs me up, and he just like pulls a pen out of his pocket, and he clicks it. I'm like, man, is this really, like, I'm about to go out like this is crazy. And I was like holding him like this, but his arm came up and he clicked the pen, and I just was like, I let go at that moment, because I was like, I don't need to die over this. So I just let go of him, and he had a moment to decide too. He's like, am I really about to fucking stab this kid over like some skate shit? And like, you know, I let go and like scurried off, and then like they kept it going, and like people were spitting in each other's faces. It was just like, shit escalated. It was stupid, and it never needs to get to that point ever in skating, you know? And it could have gone really bad had we have like kept that same energy, you know? It was shitty. It wasn't a good look, man. The Unknown Soldier. Fuck, marry, kill. Jeremy Rogers, Steve Barron, Andy Schrock. Alright. Andy Schrock is rich, so I'm probably gonna marry Andy. I guess I'm gonna marry Andy. I'm gonna fuck Steve Barron. I'm gonna kill Jeremy Rogers. Yeah, that's the way that's gonna go. I'm gonna fuck Steve Barra, man. Friendly Dave, have you ever been to Skatopia? I have not. I got no business being there. My tee is too white for that. I can't fucking, nah, man, shit is fresh. I'm gonna fucking walk out, I'll have no sleeves, it'll be a fucking Misfits t-shirt. Nah, I'm good, man. Have you ever skated with Dyrdek? No, but I did skate the Skate Plaza, the first one in Kettering, Ohio. The OG Skate Plaza. Opening day, it was tight. Yeah, he was there, his parents were there, like all that shit. Like, yeah, that's the OG Skate Plaza. And it's so fun. Like, if you look at the design of it now, how it's symmetrical on each side, it's like, really built the park with like the same shit on all this. But skaters that came out of Dayton after that, ill. So fucking good. Kevin Turpinning, like, skated that shit all the time. He's the man. What's the weirdest place you've ever slept? In a laundromat, just on some like skating late, just like didn't feel like going home, and just like, yeah, we'll just pull up to the 24-hour laundromat, just slept in a laundromat for a few hours. Like, Barnes and Nobles are really good to sleep in. Like, sometimes you can find a Dunkin' Donuts to like zorch out for a little bit. You ever dropped in on a vert ramp? I haven't. There's a lot of stuff that's unstamped on my skate card, man, that like, not really too much of a real skater. I've never dropped in on a vert ramp, like never bondoed a crack. Like, my skate card hasn't been stamped too much, man. Shout out to all the transition dudes, but I don't, it's awesome because they can learn how to fly, and that's fucking sick, but I can't do it. I can't even, I'm not built for it, man. Tell us about the time when you went the fastest you ever went on your board. I probably didn't fare too well. I probably slammed a lot of hills in Cincinnati that I was like, in Columbus is pretty flat. So I would go to Cincinnati and everybody bombs Vine Street or Ohio, and Liberty was like a new hill. It was like they had just repaved this hill called Liberty, and just like had no idea how to bomb hills. So just like, I didn't know to zing out this way, so I like kind of tried to run it out forward and just like just melted all this shit, was just gone. So that was I don't really go fast. My I don't do fast skating really. Anon, what's your favorite ASMR video? I can't stand that shit. I don't know what it is, but it fucking irks me, man. It's crazy how many views they get, and even like, you spend all this time trying to make video parts and videos, and you fucking like 25,000 views like in 6 months. Like, what the fuck, man? I gave this thing like 2 years or whatever the number may be, and these fucking ASMR videos are like 858 million views later. Like, I fucking hate this, man. Ed Sex Toy. Was it hard to make it out of Ohio? For myself, no, but I could definitely see why you wouldn't leave, because it's comfortable. You can get a whole house for cheap, easy living. Like, I understand why people never leave. But myself, I was sleeping in a dining room, essentially, paying $80 a month rent, and these guys came to Columbus. They were skating at a skate park called Powell. I met them. They were in a van. We started talking. They're like, oh, we're driving. Like, we just came from Chicago. We stopped here. Like, we're going to drive back to New York tomorrow. Like, and then I just hopped in the van. It's like, you got any room? And then sure enough, like, next day I just lived in New York. So for me, it wasn't, I didn't think about it. Because if I would have sat down and thought about it, I probably would have been like, nah, you know what? Like, I probably can't do it because of this. I don't want to leave this thing. I just left. I just fucking did it. Yeah, best fucking decision I ever made, man. So, but yeah, I understand why it'd be difficult for people to get out. Totally. Favorite Ohio pro? I like Kevin Turpinning. Justin Henry's not pro, but you know damn well he's up next. He's the man. Who else is from Ohio that's pro? It's like there's a lot of really good skaters from Ohio, but like that are pro. Roger Krebs is the man. He's from Cleveland. Why NYC after Ohio? You never max out here. You can max out in Ohio. You can do as good as you're going to do, and you're just going to flatline forever until you fall off all the way. But here is just like, you can never just, and the shit's always changing. something new popping up all the time. Like new things to skate, new people are coming through. Like, it's New York City, man. It fucking looks the best on film anyways. Instrument was super underrated. You and Gary Collins on good terms? Yes. Shout out Gary Collins. He always said that he was the best talent scout in the Midwest. Like, look at all the people he put on. Al Davis, Drake Johnson, Cole Wilson. He is the #1 talent scout in the Midwest. He says it and he knows it, and I fuck with that. And Instrument was awesome, and I was also really glad to be a part of that shit too. Why are you always in Spain? Because it's lovely over there, man. Cheap food, good spots, you get to like, yeah, shit's awesome, man. If you've never been, you should go. Straight, how much money do you make skateboarding? $0. I don't make no fucking money from skating. The only, like, I would see some board royalties from Politic every once in a while, but the only check that I got from skating was a photo incentive check from Brixton for this photo that Mike O'Mealy shot in Shanghai. The switch frontside ollie over a channel gap, and you could, like, my board looked like shit. Like, dumbass, like, big Brixton sticker on the nose like this, and, like, but anyways, yeah, they gave me a photo incentive check for that. It's like, oh, damn, this is like, and I, like, didn't even really ride for Brixton. It was a flow thing. So that was a cool little check to get. Not bad. Behavioral guide. I'm assuming he's saying, what would your slap handle be? Did somebody take Chauncey Peppertooth or something? Maybe like some old MJ reference, you know? That'd be cool. 420 beers. Are you still sober? Did you ever party? And if so, what made you stop? Always sober, and I never partied. I just skipped it. Like, never got into it. Saw, like, the ways you could go with it. And in Ohio, like, I had a lot of friends doing that shit. Like, I saw it's easy to go that way. And my mom was in that kind of world too, so I was like living between my mom and dad's crib, and she was doing her thing. And then, like, when she started getting sober, our apartment kind of became like not a halfway house, but a place for people to come and detox or whatever. So I would give up my bed in my room to, like, let them do their thing, because she felt like she needed to, like, open up her space for, to have a safe space for people to come and detox and shit. So, you know, I saw shit when I was, like, in the formidable years of, like, 13, 14, 15, like, seeing shit, like, people who had 25, 30 years sober and just come back in all fucked up, like, have to clean up after them, like, just shit. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. Like, I don't need that shit. She's doing her thing. She runs a soup kitchen now. Yeah, she's my hero, man. She's awesome. So, you know, I skipped it. I'm good. I didn't need that shit. Tyshawn's a fucking monster. He doesn't do that shit. He's got a good head on his shoulders, man. What's up with Sour? Best company out. Yeah, fuck. I would ride for him today if they asked me. Like, when I was in Spain in March, I needed some boards. I was like, of course I'm gonna go buy some Sour boards. So I go there, buy 3 boards, and, like, Bjorn just, like, laced me up with, like, mad, like, t-shirts and, like, all the video and shit and all that stuff. It's, like, sick. On top of that, he gave me his phone number, and I told him the route we were going. He's like, oh, I got people in all those cities, whatever. He's like, stayed in touch a little bit. He linked me up with everybody in all those cities and shit. He's rad, and, like, whatever, do the trip, come back to Barcelona, and it's, like, the day I'm about to leave, and he gives me some boards and shit. It's like, yo, let's, like, keep in touch, whatever. And then, like, I don't know, the illest company, man. They like, the videos, like, the whole team, like, they're the way they see shit. It's like, we're on the same fucking thing completely, man. Like, they're the shit, man, straight up. Please rate skateboard out of 10. 10, for sure. The one cheek's a bit wonky, but that's cool, man. It's like she's walking. I'm with it. I like that board. It's a bit racy for Liv, though. I don't know if she'd be feeling it. Thank you so much, Silhouette. 10. Bristol Palin. Why are nollie frontside flips the best? Because when you get that fold, when it does the thing where it goes up and down instead of sideways, you get that fucking, oh my God. There's not a trick to me that feels better. Like, and not too many people fold them. Like it's the best trick, and I've done, it's probably my go-to trick to get switch. I love the trick so much. It's perfect. What's my favorite Martin Lawrence movie? Anything he's in. Have you ever skated a pair of iPath Locusts? I haven't. Maybe I had the Kenny Reeds, but I couldn't really afford dope shoes, so I was getting I had to get Duffs, Moses Ictonins. I looked at them the other day actually, and it's like this. Even if your shoe is a 11, it looks like it's this stumpy, and it had the circle on the side. It's such a funny shoe, man. But yeah, I skated that shoe a lot as a kid. And then then I got a job and started it's fuck that. I'm not iPads, nah, I'm getting Nikes. I want Nikes, man. What's your favorite video part? I can't just, there's so many different cool things about every video part, old Matt Pales. But my favorite video part, I guess Zared had a fire ass part in Vicious Cycle. Oh my god, it was way too ahead of its time, and it's just probably maybe Zared Vicious Cycle is one of them. It rates. I can't just name one specifically, but that one came to mind first. That one's ill. Who's my favorite skater? Can't name just one. There's everybody has a thing that's fuck that. Like my friend John is over there right now, and his switch flip is fucking phenomenal. So it's there's something that everybody does that I'm fuck, man, that was perfect. How'd you get involved with Buttergoods, and are you still a part of it? Ben Gore hooked that up, and no, I'm not a part of it anymore. Roba, I know you have Polish heritage, but have you ever visited Poland? Hit me up if you ever go there and we can play skate on flat. I'm gonna take you up on that. Don't fucking invite me, because I'll fuck around and show up. That's how I went to Valencia the first time. Alex Marco hit me up over Instagram, he commented on a post of mine, was yo, if you ever want to come to Valencia, come skate, we'll film and all that shit. I was okay, I'll fucking show up. And sure enough, showed up and stayed out there for 3 months, and it was the illest. That's when we filmed El Sol. Yeah, I'd love to, and I would love to lose to you in a game of skate on flat. But remember, I have every flat ground trick. So, Mr. Friend, as a top tier meme lord, what is your take on accounts that only repost memes? I have an account that only reposts memes. My stories is basically reposts, some OC. But my hard post is OC, for sure. Have you ever had your original content reposted by a mainstream large account without crediting you, vice versa? Does anyone come at you in the DMs for reposting something of theirs? Name names, please. No, but people do hit me up and yo, this account posted your shit. What can you do, man? Get all worked up over that type of shit? I don't know. I'd rather spend that time, that energy getting worked up into making memes, make somebody else laugh. I don't know. I don't sweat that shit, really. Cranberry Relish. If we could arrange it, would you participate in a skate celebrity-style deathmatch with Nick Rosario? You also get to bring one weapon of choice. What would it be? Beard clipper. Of course, there can only be one. Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go. Now he grows hair these days, so I don't know. I'm probably the only bald head beard out here, man. Merge. What do you use to shave your head? Disposable razors, safety razors, or straight razors? I'm in the Dollar Shave Club. You gotta get the fire razors with the 5 blades, called the Executive. Use a good shaving cream. Yo, you'll be alright. Favorite dudes ripping in Ohio currently? My favorite guy is Kendall Boyd. Man, he don't skate much, but when he does, fuck, man. It's just he has a different thing, but he's got it. He's got the vision, it's just when he skates, this, he gets this extra spring out of stuff, and he's got a good trick selection, Kendall Boyd. Have you ever intentionally done something that put you in a weird situation just because it may make a funny, good story? If so, what's the story? Not really. Not on purpose. That shit kind of just happens organically. I have a thing about comfort. I don't want to be uncomfortable ever. So I'm just I'd usually avoid shit where it's especially if you're doing it intentionally, it seems like you're being the kook to try to make it a weird scenario. I've definitely been in some shit where it's like, I have the moment to say some shit funny that's gonna ruin this thing. Like, I was messing around with this girl one time, and she's like, I was like playing with her, whatever, and she's like, tell me that you love me. I said, I don't even know you. And needless to say, that shit didn't, I was just over. That one was cool. And the whole scenario leading up to it was just shitty. Again, it was like, I was uncomfortable, I was over it, I was tired, and I was just like, I'm not even really feeling this. Dirty Burger, what's your dream sponsor outside of skateboarding? Patagonia would be pretty fresh. Patagonia pretty much covers all bases. Maybe a grocery store hookup would be cool. If you could ride for Key Foods or Union Market or something. How do you even get that plug? I'm not scared to pay for grip tape, but go pay for grip tape. All you're doing is helping the skate shop. People are like, what do you mean it's $5 at the skate shop? There's a lot of shit that skaters do, and I'm like, you don't even realize what the skate shop is to skating. You have, pay for the thing. It does. There's a lot of shit that, I love skateboarding, but a lot of the skateboarders, shit doesn't. I'm just like, yo, think outside of your, expand your mind a bit. The skate shop doesn't make money if they're giving you fucking grip tape for free. Buy the wheels full price. You probably save $8 if you ask for a discount. It's $8, man. Get it together. It's fine. It's okay to have a job. I think that's one thing that skaters do. It's they try to hide the fact that they need to work or whatever. Yo, it's fine. It's cool. We just do a lot of shit that's fucking so fried. So fried. It's okay to have a job, man. Don't worry about it. Have you ever Naruto run? I have. Of course. As an adult. For sure. Hey, Aaron.
I know that profile from behind.
What's good?
Good, how are you?
Good, chilling.
Just quick interruption. Some freshie on your hand?
Yeah, I got a couple of new things.
Sick, man. I like the colors.
I'll be over there in a minute. I'm just kind of trying to finish thing out. Yeah, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
Peace. His Christie part. That's something I watched twice. I watched his Christie. Did you watch that shit? His Chapter 1 thing? He is skating New York. So rad. He is really putting in the time to skate new shit in New York, man. Which, okay, you're gonna go to Cooper Park. You're gonna go to Blue Park. Sure. Great. But, man, people forget how big this place is and how many different avenues there are and new ways to skate this shit. By all means, stay in Blue Park, do your thing. I'm gonna go up into Yonkers and try to find some shit. And he is fully taking advantage of that. And he's yeah, Aaron's, that's a part to go back to that dude's question. Yo, anything Aaron comes out with, he's skating new bumps and bars and doing good shit, man. Yeah, Aaron's the man. If there was a way we could make skateboarding more positive without being corny, what would it be? Just don't be a dick. Simple. Being a dick is never cool, man. Just don't be a dick. It's simple. The thing itself isn't set up for you to be a dick. If you just skated, it'd be fine, and there'd be no issue. It's hard to talk negative and be a dick when you're in the middle of doing a trick, you know? In that moment, you're just skating, and that's cool. But it's once you get off the board, you're this, and this, and this shit's whack. You're a fucking kook. It's easy. Just shut up and fucking skate, man. It's definitely a psychological thing where it's okay, you do this thing for long enough, you finally get a platform, and then now you turn around and be well, you suck. You're fucking dumb. This is stupid. And to dismiss somebody so quickly is they spent 2 years on it. Anybody spends a certain amount of time on anything and they put it out, to just immediately dismiss it, be stupid, dumb, hated it, fucking whack. What? No, think about, put yourself in their shoes and you know how hard it is to find spots. And skating's hard, man. Especially if you want to make something and produce content. To write off somebody's whole fucking thing that they gave a shit about for years or however long. Just be nope, stupid, sucked, hated it. Wow. There's got to be something within the thing where you're that was cool, man. Fucking. Because look, we're all just sharing this thing together. Like, why would I diss? Like, there's a kid filming right now. Like, why would I be like, nobody's gonna see it? Like, that's so lame. That's a lame thing to do. So, I'm not, like, people, like, kids will send me their footage, and I will take the time. I'll say, like, I don't have the time right now, but when I get home, I'll watch it. Because, like, I could just be like, oh, some kid sent me this thing and, like, high-speed scrub it. But I'll give it a shot. I'll watch it. Just, like, because it would mean something to them. Oh, hey, can you check out my video? I just made it. Like, we worked really hard. Like, shit was whack. Like, somebody you look up to, like, fuck, that's so lame to me. So, yo, just take the time, watch it, like, give them some constructive criticism. Like, if you like this, like, yo, there's ways. There's definitely ways, man, for sure. Little kid gets stoked, he makes another video, and then he gets better at it, and then all of a sudden he's like, now he's the new Bill Strobeck, and he's doing his fucking thing. Awesome. Do you skate fast and eat ass? I'm gonna say it again. Put some fucking respect on my name. And no, I don't skate fast, man. It's not, like, ABEX don't matter to me. All right. Yo, thanks for checking this out, man. Had a good time. Thanks for all your questions. PSA, check in on your friends. It is crazy right now. Just reach out to your friends, tell them you love them, make sure you're cool. If there's any, like, petty skate drama or beef, squash it, because that shit doesn't matter, man. Squash whatever, because, like, yo, if somebody died tomorrow, you didn't, like, become friends after that, like, shit's over, man. So, yo, thank you.